Nicki Minaj is no stranger to rap beef. If you've been watching the channel, then you probably know that I've covered her beef with Lil Kim and Remy Ma, but now we're gonna break down her beef with fellow female rap star Cardi B. Their back and forth has gone on for almost a decade at this point, and we're going to go through the chain of events. Let's break it down. The first shot that seemed to be thrown came in March 2017 when Cardi B did a freestyle and a screenshot started circulating online of Nicki Minaj liking a negative comment about the freestyle. Some people would say that the screenshot was fake, however. Then in May 2017, the Katy Perry song Swish Swish featuring Nicki Minaj was released. On Nicki's verse, she has the lines, "Pink Ferragamo sliders on deck, silly rap beefs just get me more checks. My life is a movie, I'm never offset. Me and my amigos, no, not Offset." Nicki at this time was beefing with Remy Ma, but given the mention of Offset, who Cardi B had just recently started dating at this time, it would appear that these lines were a reference to Cardi. Also in May, Cardi took to Instagram Live to vent her frustration about being in the industry. She talked about fake people in the industry and how back when she was just a chick in the Bronx, she could just punch chicks for being fake, but being in the industry, things don't work the same way. She also mentioned idols becoming rivals. Some would take this as being aimed at Nicki Minaj for the perceived diss from the Swish Swish song, which released that month. Then in June at Summer Jam, Remy Ma was performing and had multiple female rappers get on stage, Cardi B included. As I said before, at this time Nicki and Remy were still feuding, so this would appear to be another shot at Nicki. In July 2017, Nicki was seen in a Miami nightclub dancing to Cardi B's hit single Bodak Yellow. Then in August 2017, Nicki was featured on the London on the Track song No Flag, which also features 21 Savage and Offset. On Nicki's verse, she has the lines, "Yo, lil' bitch, I heard these labels trying to make another me. Everything you gettin', lil' hoe, is cause of me. I heard I'm stopping bags, where the shaggy, it wasn't me. These bitches is my sons, but they daddy ain't bustin' me. I'm a white picket fence bitch, you ain't on the bench bitch." These lines mention no one directly, but would appear to be directed at Cardi B, as that next year, Nicki would go on her radio show and mention that Cardi got Offset and 21 Savage to not appear in the music video for the song because Nicki was on it.
One of the things that went down was just horrendous accusations about me that never ever happened. From a person who literally did tell a male rapper not to do my video, not to be in a video with me. And, you know, he listened. He didn't do it. I never bitched and moaned about it. I never spoke about it.
So at the time, it might have seemed more up in the air, but in hindsight, it would be made a bit more clear at who Nicki was aiming at. Also, it was a thing at this time that other female rappers, like Remy Ma for example, would talk about how Nicki often would do things to try and blackball other female rappers. In response to people guessing that the lines were about Cardi, Nicki sent out a tweet saying that it wasn't and that she wrote the verse a couple months ago, once again denying the rumors. Then in September 2017, Cardi featured on the G-Eazy track No Limit along with A$AP Rocky. On Cardi's verse, she has the lines, "My career taking off, these hoes jogging in place, swear these hoes run their mouth, how these hoes out of shape. Can you stop with all the subs? Bitch, I ain't Jared. If you really want some smoke, you could pull up, you can get it." Once again, subliminal shots that would appear to be a response to Nicki's lines. After the release of the song, Cardi had an interview on The Breakfast Club and was asked about Nicki Minaj multiple times, with Cardi stating that they spoke to each other and the lines were not directed at Nicki.
Did you speak to Nicki? Because I seen y'all going back and forth. Did y'all ever have a conversation?
Yeah.
Like she called you or you called her?
You know what I'm saying? We just conversated, man, and that's it. Anyways, y'all, let me tell you about the goddamn Bodak Yellow, man.
Hold on. On the G-Eazy record, you say, "Can you stop with all the subs? Bitch, I ain't Jared." Who was that directed toward?
Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? There's the thing that people, because, you know, people don't understand, though, that I got, like, beef with 10 bitches still in the hood, and I still be in the hood.
Also in September, Cardi B's song Bodak Yellow reached #1, and Nicki made a tweet congratulating her and Cardi tweeted back thanking her. Then in October, Migos released the hit single Motorsport, featuring Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. You might think that the beef between them was squashed, but no. The verses by the two seem to be taking shots at one another. On Cardi's verse, she has the lines, "Same lips that be talking about me is the same lips that be ass kissing. These hoes ain't what they say they are and they pushies think they catfishing. Same hoes that was sending shots they reaching out like they back itching. Why would I hop in some beef when I could just hop on a Porsche? You heard she gon' do what from who? That's not a reliable source." Then on Nicki's verse, she has the lines, "Watch your man, then you should watch your mouth. Bitches is pressed, administer mouth to mouth. You see them stats, you know what I am about." Nicki would respond to the rumors saying that the song was originally just a song with her and Quavo, as she is in support of Cardi B featuring on the song too, and Cardi would respond to the rumors also denying them. Like the No Flag song, however, Nicki Minaj would also later on admit that there was an issue with the song as she had to change her part because Atlantic Records, the label Cardi was signed to, requested Nicki to remove Cardi's name from her verse.
First of all, Quavo came to my studio and played Motorsport. He was the only person on Motorsport. I said, "Oh, that's a hit. That's out of here. I want to get on that one." He wanted me to get on a record called For Keeps. She For Keeps. I said, "No, please, 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 let's do Motorsport." He came back after and said, all the guys gonna be on Motorsport. I was like, okay, yeah, I figured that. I knew that much because I knew they were working on their group album. And he texted me and he said, "Is it okay to put Cardi on it?" And I still have the text on my phone where I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And that's the only story I told. I said exactly how it came about. And when it was time to clear the air about that, no one did that.
So once again, it's denied at first, but the situation becomes much clearer later on. Also in October, Joe Budden and DJ Academics talked about the Motorsport song on the show Everyday Struggle, and Joe would give his opinion that the two were indeed dissing one another on the song.
If Cardi's verse is not there when Nicki is rapping and Nicki says, "Watch your man, you should watch your mouth. Bitches is pressed, administer mouth to mouth." Now, if Cardi is not on this song, you see them stats? Well, you post the stats. Nicki, I just want to say that. You see them stats, you know what I'm about, I'm making about 10. The disrespect here, this is 4321, LL Cannabis. This is Stomp, T.I. and Luda. This is, I got a brain freeze, but there are so many songs where this has occurred. This is an OG veteran move. First of all, I want to applaud Cardi and Nicki because I love both these verses.
Wait. How are you likening to those songs if you're saying that Nicki recorded this without knowing Cardi was ever going to be on the record?
Because that's what happened in those other songs. Let me finish here. She recorded this without knowing Cardi would be there. And boy, did she get her out of here. Now.
Okay, so fans listened to this, and
No,
of course they thought.
slow down.
They said they're taking subs at each other on it, and sometimes people think fans are stretching, but you make an interesting point.
There are no subs.
If she
This
wasn't meant to be
entire
on
verse, Axe said last week that Nicki Minaj is beefing with Atlantic and not Cardi. Unfortunately for Nicki, if you inherit an Atlantic beef, you have also inherited a Cardi beef.
In November, the video for the song was released, and Nicki and Cardi were not seen in any songs together at all, which again fueled rumors that they had problems with one another. After the video was released, Cardi had an interview on the Norte show in which she was asked about the song and her relationship with Nicki, in which she would say that they did speak to one another in person, and that the verse that was released is different from what she initially heard on the song.
Are you good with Nicki? Are you?
I spoke to her before. I saw her in person before.
What happened?
We spoke about things.
Yeah,
I don't like getting into detail because it's like,
I'm not trying to get the gossip. I'm just saying that you good, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cause you're on a track together, so I wanted to.
Well, when I heard the track,
right,
her verse was in Finnish. Well, it's not the verse that is on right now.
After the interview was released, Nicki sent out a tweet saying, "The corniest thing you can be is ungrateful. Give thanks," which was seen as a response to Cardi's interview. A few months later, in April 2018, Cardi released her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, which wound up reaching #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Around the release of the album, Cardi had an interview with Ebro on Beats One. He asked her if they're really beefing or not, to which Cardi would say that it's just made up.
But somehow you and Nicki Minaj got pitted against each other. And then you often talk about sneak dissing, so unpack that for me. Is there something between you and Nicki, or is that just internet made up?
I just feel like it's really internet made up. Like, I really feel like fans and people, they really want to see that happen because it's really entertaining. To see people beef is entertaining. Like, I am going from when Nicki and Remy was beefing, everybody was tuning in like, ooh, what's next? What's next? What's next?
He also asked why they didn't appear on the Motorsport video together, in which she would say that they simply appeared for the video shoot on different days.
I thought it was a missed opportunity in the Motorsport video to show some real camaraderie. But whatever schedules, I mean, why weren't you guys together in the video at the same time?
I heard that she couldn't shoot that day.
And just timing.
I just heard that she couldn't shoot that day, and it's just like, people just made a lot of theories of everything, and it's just like, what is it that people expect from me to do or say? I already said she's an amazing artist. I already say I pay my respect to her. I did videos before jamming to her songs. Like, it's like, what do people expect? Like, y'all want me to say something bad.
After the release of the album, Cardi B appeared on Saturday Night Live to perform and also announced that she was pregnant with her first child, that being with Migos member Offset. That child would be their daughter, Culture, which will come into play in this beef in a little bit. Also in April, Nicki released 2 singles, Chun-Li and Barbie Tings. It was rumored by some that she took a shot at Cardi on Chun-Li, as on the first verse she has the lines, "I pulled up in that $250,000 off the lot. Oh, now she's trying to be friends like I forgot." She then had an interview with Zane Lowe on Beats One, on which they would talk about various things. One of those being if she was taking shots at Cardi on a recently leaked snippet of a song. Nicki would deny that and say that she wrote that song a year and a half ago and that she doesn't want to talk about a leak.
Do you want to address the existing rumor that you're taking shots at Cardi?
Is that an existing rumor?
There's a rumor around, yeah, that but that's in another song, the snippet from the other song, not Chun-Li, but the snippet from the other song. There's definitely a story out there about the song you don't know about this?
I had no clue. That particular song I wrote in Paris about a year and a half ago. It was actually for Drake's last album.
You're kidding.
That's to tell you how long ago I wrote that song.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
So is that going to be on the record, on the album?
I don't know. I definitely didn't want to discuss a leak. I mean, why would I want to do that?
She then would say that Cardi B hurt her feelings with the first interview she did after the release of the Motorsport song.
Congratulations to her. The only thing with Cardi that really, really, really hurt my feelings was the first interview she did after Motorsport came out. I remember, like, when I first came in the game, if a female of that stature had done a feature with me on it, I would only be, singing their praises and saying thank you. The first interview she did after Motorsport came out, it just really hurt me because she looked so aggravated and angry, and the only thing she kept saying was, "Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that verse. I didn't hear that verse. She changed her verse." Like, I was like, what?
She would explain that the reason she didn't film the video with Cardi is because of a hairdresser scheduling conflict.
All of them allowed me to look like I lied, and, even with the scheduling conflict, she's using my hairdresser now, so even he can attest to the fact, Tokyo, he knows that there really was a scheduling conflict, and it was because of him. He's the one that couldn't show up, and I texted him, I said, that if I don't show up the day she's shooting, they're gonna act like it's because I'm doing it to be mean, with the current Nicki hate train. And he wasn't able to come, he had something to do, and that's fine. So I had to shoot on another day. They all knew that.
She would also say that she's had other female rappers show her genuine love but never from Cardi.
And there's certain girls that show me like genuine love that I want to shout out.
Like?
You know, shout out to Miss Banks. She's from, you know, I told her when I bring the tour to London, I want her to come out because she's just shown me genuine love. And Cash Doll always shows me genuine love. Asian Doll always shows me genuine love. There's a new girl who showed me genuine love the other day, Malibu Mitch, I think is her name. And so it just warms my heart when the girls do that. I'm not gonna lie and say and act like it doesn't. It makes me so good. It makes me feel so good.
The leaked version of the original Nicki Motorsport verse also leaked around this time. On that version, we get to hear the original version of the line, "If Quavo the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi." Instead of Quavo, she says Cardi. That would explain why Atlantic Records requested Nicki to change her verse. Then in May, Nicki and Cardi were seen together at the Met Gala talking, which led some to believe that whatever issues they had might have been squashed. Also that month, Cardi made an appearance on the Howard Stern show, and she was asked about the situation with Nicki, in which she stated that they had a misunderstanding and talked things out. A few months later in August, Nicki released her fourth album, Queen. On the intro track, Ganja Burn, she appears to take another subliminal shot at Cardi with the lines, "Unlike a lot of these hoes, whether whack or lit, at least I can say I wrote every rap I spit. Put my blood, sweat, and tears in perfecting my craft. Still every team's #1 pick in the draft." That was seen by many as a shot at Cardi for having writers for her songs. Also on the track, Hard White, there appeared to be a shot at Cardi as well. That song is the official version of the leaked song from April that was rumored to have a shot at Cardi. On the second verse, Nicki has the lines, I ain't never played a hoe position. I ain't ever have to strip to get the pole position. Hoes is dissing? Okay, these hoes is wishing. You're in no position to come for O's position." The O would stand for Onika, which is Nicki's first name, and this was rumored to be a shot at Cardi as she used to be a stripper before she was rapping. Shortly after the release of her album, she started a feud with DJ Self and claims that he tried to offer her information about Cardi B. Self would deny that, however. The two do know each other though, as they both appeared on the reality TV show Love and Hip Hop New York. Then in September, a physical altercation occurs during New York Fashion Week. Reportedly, Cardi approached Nicki to address their beef and she was hit in the face by Nicki's friend Ra Ali while Cardi was being held back by security. She was seen in a video throwing her shoe and yelling at Nicki to stop talking about her child. That being her daughter Culture, as I mentioned earlier. Cardi then took to Instagram and made a post which was clearly aimed at Nicki, talking about how she has been sneak dissing, lying, and other things, but talking about her child is going too far. Nicki Minaj went on Queen Radio after this and denied talking about anyone's child and spoke on how embarrassing the situation was at New York Fashion Week.
The other night, I was a part of something so mortifying and so humiliating to go through in front of a bunch of upper echelon, and it's not about white or black. It's about upper echelon people who are, you know, people who have their lives together. The way they passed by looking at this disgusting commotion, I will never forget. I was mortified. I was in Alexander Vautier gown, okay, off the motherfucking runway, okay, and I could not believe how humiliated it all felt, because we, and I use we loosely, and I'm gonna clarify how we made ourselves look.
She mentioned other things about Cardi as well and brought her friend Ra Ali on to speak about Cardi. Later on in October, Cardi's sister, Hennessy Carolina, took to Twitter to claim that Nicki leaked Cardi's number to her fans and that they were harassing her. After this, Nicki once again took to Queen Radio and she spoke more on the fight with Cardi and responded to Cardi's sister's accusations.
the sister was just saying some more really rude things about me, lies. And so should I just not defend myself ever? Like, should I just, I know I'm the queen and I'm classy and it's all good and I'm rich out I mean, I get it, but, and then you go and you got your sister calling me a crackhead and calling, saying I'm leaking numbers and saying shit about the way I'm the fact that you would even discuss my looks is insane. Either of you. I'm a bad bitch. Always been a bad bitch.
Nicki would claim that Cardi lied about security hitting her and that it was Raw that hit her.
And there's no way I can lie about this because I guarantee you there is surveillance footage in the building where the assault took place. I also had my cameraman there. So just to clear everything up for people who don't know, Ra really, really beat Cardi's ass bad. Like really bad. And I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be messy. You went home and told people that security hit you. And we let that lie continue because of legal reasons. I told Ra, don't tell anyone you hit her because I don't want nobody trying to sue me. Because they're going to come to the person with money.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, you went home and told I guess you had to look like a gangster in front of your friends and your family and da-da-da. I get it. Ra beat you so bad that I was mad at Ra. Like, Ra, I'm talking about the punches was so hard in your head that I was mad at Ra. I'm like, yo, why'd you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck?
She also responded to Cardi's sister saying that she didn't leak Cardi's number and that they're lying and trying to make her look bad. Shortly after the Queen Radio episode, Cardi took to Instagram to respond. She refuted several things that Nicki said. For one, she did not get beat up by Ra Ali.
How you saying that I got ragged by Ra Ali when there is so many footages of that night, every single angle, and where am I getting ragged at? Why would I be here sitting in line like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that, knowing that the next day there's gonna be so much footages of that same night? And second of all, how you say that I was the wild animal, that I attacked you, that you was mortified, that you was humiliated, playing the victim, but now you're the gangster. You need to pick a side. Do you want to be the victim or do you want to be the gangster?
She also stated that Nicki changed her verse on Motorsport 2 or 3 times, and the day before they were supposed to do the video, that she turned in her last verse and she didn't like the line Nicki had about her, as well as that she called Nick twice, but she didn't answer the phone.
And since you want to bring that Motorsport shit up again, I'm glad you brung it up because I've been dying to talk about it for a fucking hot minute. First of all, you changed your verse 2 or 3 times, and the day before we were supposed to do the Motorsport video, you turned in your last verse of it. And I was not feeling of you talking about, oh, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, following it up with, bitch, you my son, go sit on a party. Bitch, you not my coach, because you never helped me to get in this fucking career, and I'm nothing like you, so I'm definitely not your fucking son. I'm a real-ass person. You not. So fuck out of here. And I called you that night. Oh, and I got the receipts, babe. All right, this is my phone. I'm going to my camera that I went all the way up, October 22nd. This was your number. I called you twice and you didn't answer.
She also admits to going to her record label to get Nicki to change her verse.
And I told my label I'm not doing the video if she don't change her verse.
She also would state that Nicki is the one who leaked her phone number, as the leak happened an hour after the fight, and goes on to show numerous text messages that were sent to her phone at the time by Nicki fans.
Then let's talk about the leak number shit, right? Tell me if this don't make sense. How come my phone number got leaked 1 hour after that altercation at the Harper's Bazaar party? Tell me how Mariah Lynn number got leaked. A couple of weeks, a couple of months, I'm not sure, when, that whole Gwyneth situation was happening. And Ra Lee used to have her number. Jason Lee's phone number just got leaked recently. And who had his number? Ra Lee. How come everybody that y'all have issues with, that y'all have the numbers in y'all camp, their numbers got leaked? My sister just got into an argument with Ra Lee, right? Well, how come my sister number haven't gotten leaked? Because y'all don't have it. How come my new number hasn't gotten leaked? Because y'all don't have it. Isn't that fucking funny? Ain't that shit fucking funny? And then the people that texted my phone, that texted Mariah Lynn's phone, that texted Jason Lee's phone were all barbs. You're the common denominator on it. So you tell me. You fucking tell me.
She also would refute Nicki's claims that Cardi uses payola to get her music played.
I don't gotta sue nobody because of a fight. I'm a street bitch. That is called snitching, you know? But since you wanna talk about suing, maybe I should sue you for defamation of character, since you wanna claim that I'm using something illegal called payola because you don't understand why I am so fucking successful. And my thing is, just like every new artist that had a mega hit like SZA, Ella May, after they get a mega hit, everybody wants to listen to them. So why is it that when people want to listen to me, you cannot believe it, that I gotta be cheating for that? First of all, you was bopping to my shit. Second, my new single came out called Money, right? So my thing is, my single hasn't even impacted radio yet. And yeah, it's doing so good on Apple. It's actually #1 on the top charts, all genres on Apple. And that's the same shit that you got your Queen Radio on. So how can I possibly use payola on some shit that endorses you? Man, is you shitting me?
That next month, things continued on when Tekashi 6ix9ine hired the two women that were suing Cardi B for assault to be in a music video with him and Nicki. That assault was over Offset allegedly sleeping with the two women, which prompted Cardi to send people to the club the women worked at. The video they were supposed to be in was for the song Mama from Tekashi's debut album Dummy Boy. On Nicki's verse, some felt that she was taking a shot at Cardi with the lines, "I ain't never have to give a rap producer head. If I do though, I'ma write a book like Superhead." That was rumored to be a reference to Cardi B and DJ Self. Cardi would then go on a live stream to refute ever having a relationship with DJ Self and stating that it was just for the show Love and Hip Hop.
Nah, I never fucked the DJ, on God. Like, I dealt with scammers, drug dealers, I dealt with some bum-ass niggas, but I never fucked me a DJ. I know what y'all gonna ask me, and I said, and I addressed this a whole lot of time, like, didn't you fuck Self? I never fucked Self. I never been in a relationship with Self. I never flirted with Self. You know, that was some whole Love and Hip Hop shit.
The video for Mama wound up not being completed, however, because someone opened fire on the video set. The two women, however, wound up being in the video for Nicki's song Good Form from her Queen album. The same day the video was released, Meek Mill, who previously dated Nicki, released his album Championships, on which Cardi B is featured on the song On Me. On Cardi's verse, she has some lines that some speculated were aimed at Nicki. Those lines being, "I'm a big boss bitch, I do not come in your size. No, I seen a bitch trying to switch sides, then jump back trying to dick ride. But I ain't really worried about these hoes, cause bitches look hurt, D-Rose." The lines are pretty general, but if you put it together with being on a song with Nicki's recent ex, it does seem to be a subliminal shot to Nicki. Things quieted down for a bit after this. They both took a break from releasing albums, though they both continued featuring on songs. For example, in 2020, Cardi put out the hit single WAP featuring Megan Thee Stallion, and that collaboration seems to have played a part in Nicki's feud with Megan. That beef I'm going to be talking about pretty soon, so be on the lookout for that as well. In fact, if you head to the Patreon page, you can see that I've been posting updates lately, like what videos I'm working on, for example, and if you become a member, you can gain access to other things as well. The link to the Patreon page is in the description box below, so check it out. Now back to Cardi and Nicki. Things were pretty heated between the two back then, and maybe they did cool off, but there were still occasional lines that were rumored to be aimed at each other. One example being in 2022, Nicki Minaj released the single We Go Up featuring Fabio Foreign. On her second verse, she has the lines, "These nah, that ain't Reebok, we back on that Ewok." That is rumored to be aimed at Cardi B, as back in 2018, Cardi signed a deal with Reebok. Then in September 2023, Cardi and Nicki both made an appearance at the MTV VMAs, which Nicki was the host of that year. While Nicki was on stage, she spoke about how MTV was nervous about what she might say. Considering that Cardi was at the award show as well, this would appear to be a reference to that. Shortly afterwards, Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, posted a video with a couple of friends, and they seemed to be threatening Cardi's husband, Offset. Due to posting this video online, Kenneth was sentenced to house arrest as it was a violation of his parole. Then in July of 2025, Cardi was on X Spaces and spoke about a run-in she had with Ra Ali at an airport. According to Cardi, she hit Ra with a JBL speaker to get her back for the fight that occurred during New York Fashion Week back in 2018 when she went to confront Nicki Minaj and the security and Ra stepped in.
So he was like, you know what? Let's catch her upstairs in the lounge, because the TSA that we went to is a TSA that you go through and then you go upstairs to a private lounge. And you know, like you in a private lounge, you could go to the bathroom, you could do whatever the fuck you practically want in the lounge. So I'm like, that's where I'm gonna catch her at. Like that's where I'm gonna pop it off. So, and yes, I know that I'm grown. I know that I'm grown and I shouldn't have that mentality. But let's be fucking for real. If I wouldn't have said nothing and if I would have been an adult, she would still would have came online and would have been like, oh, I saw Cardi B and she didn't do nothing. She's pussy. And on top of that, I don't care what it is. Your security, no, your friend's security and you attacked me. Y'all grabbed me. No, the security grabbed me and you attacked me. And if you thought I was gonna let that shit fly, you out of your fucking mind. Like I can't die on this earth. I can't live and die knowing that somebody put their hands on me and I never did nothing back. Like, bitch, I'm from the Bronx, you from the Bronx. You know what's up. So anyways, I'm on the line and I'm waiting because I know she has to go upstairs to the lounge and we're going to the lounge. And it's like, all right, that's where we're going to handle our business. Because I know she's aware that we in cons and I'm aware that I'm in cons. Like, ain't nobody trying to go to jail. So I'm on the line and now I see that she's set up now. Now she's not in the wheelchair. Now she's standing, but she's staring at me. Like she's staring at me, like literally staring at me. She's not getting her eyes off of me. So now I'm already thinking to myself, like, it's like, fuck it. Like it is what it is. We're about to fight right now. Cause she looking at me like she wanted. So that's when I start arguing with her. And like I start arguing with her and she's just telling me like, you need to grow up, like be for real, grow up. So that's when I threw a JBL speaker on her head and she said, you feel better about yourself? And then she's like, she's acting like now she's gonna fight. Like, but she wasn't being like aggressive. She was like, oh, okay, now, because I guess she was sick. I don't know what was wrong with her. So then I guess my security is like, like now he in between both of us, because now the police is really coming. Like they're really rushing to the part of the airport.
Then on September 19th, Cardi released her long-awaited sophomore album, Am I the Drama, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 charts. And to answer that question, it seems like yes, she is the drama, or at least part of it. Thanks to the multi-platinum hit singles WAP and Up being added to the album, it became the fastest female rap album to reach platinum. As I mentioned earlier, WAP was released in 2020 and Up was released in 2021. Some people questioned the adding of the songs and the album going platinum because of it. On September 24th, the Call Her Daddy podcast put out an episode featuring Cardi B as she was asked about female rappers having an issue with her. Cardi would respond by stating that some people think that she was made to take someone's spot, but it's simply a matter of some people not getting along with one another and that the fans are the ones hyping things up.
People have made this whole story that I came in the industry to like take over somebody's career or like make them think, but it's like I never thought that. I just wanted to become famous at what I like to do. That's all things. Sometimes people just don't get along with each other, and if they don't get along with each other, it's no more like, oh, but I think that they don't get along with each other because somebody from the higher ups wanted to make and destroy and this and that. No, that's what I was destined for. I was destined to become this. Whether, no matter who signed me, no matter what, I was going to be famous and I was going to be a rapper no matter what, because this is what I invested my time with, invested my own money with. Like before I got signed, I was investing my money. It's nothing more than just people didn't get along with each other, and that's just that. But I'm done with that. I'm so done with that. I think it's more of a fan thing.
Nicki took to Twitter at this time to announce the release date of her album, that being March 27th, 2026. She also started reposting tweets from people talking about the sales of her album Pink Friday 2, which would appear to be a response to Cardi's first week album sales being announced. Here's where things take a turn for the worse yet again between the two female rap icons. Over the course of a few days, a barrage of dozens of tweets went off back and forth between the two, with their fans replying and fanning the flames. Content creators everywhere began posting articles and videos discussing the recent chain of tweets. I'm not reading every single tweet here, but I will go through some of them to give you an idea. Things ramped up pretty quickly though, which you'll see in just a moment. Nicki tweeted out $4.99, which was a reference to Cardi selling her album for $4.99. Cardi responded, saying that Nicki did it as well for her previous album and sold album bundles with various merchandise. Nicki also started calling Cardi B Barney B and posting several images of Barney with a wig on, which is of course a mockery of Cardi's name and also dissing Cardi's seemingly simple rhymes. Cardi would respond mentioning Nicki's husband's conviction of attempted rape as well as Nicki's brother's sexual assault conviction. In another tweet, she points out that Nicki has been out for 16 years and should compare herself to the people that came out around then. More tweets went back and forth, and on September 30th, things escalated even further. Nicki sent out the tweet, "Culture, you a roach and a monkey like your sister." That is a reference to a situation that occurred some years ago where Cardi allegedly referred to a woman's kid as a roach, which is something that Nicki mentioned back in 2018 on Queen Radio.
Oh, because she's not black. Because she refers to you black women. Oh, we got the receipts for that too. FYI, she refers to black women as monkeys and roaches. Roaches!
Just glad I fixed myself up before she got this show. Just glad I fixed myself up.
To freedom! These are the women. These are the women going hard for her. The roaches. When the lights come out. They scrambling. The roaches, child. We roaches. Black women's is roaches now, child.
Be clear.
We roaches, be clear.
Nicki would continue on with tweets like, "Where's the roach spray? I'ma spray in that bitch disease-riddled mouth. Bunch of different cum stains on the new roach. For entertainment purposes only. 3/27/26. Once again a shot at Cardi and her kids, and Nicki promoting her album. Other female rappers got involved in the situation as well, as on Cardi's album she threw shots at rappers like Ice Spice and JT from City Girls. Audio leaked from a phone call with Cardi where she was yelling and talking about how angry she is at Ice Spice.
Where y'all niggas is at? Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at? Where y'all niggas at?
Are you gonna tell me what she said?
You know what the fuck she said, nigga? I'm gonna tell you what she said.
During the audio, she also says she's not pussy like Lotto or Nicki.
Y'all wanna fucking act stupid? Nigga think I'm Lotto? You think I'm Nicki? I'll beat you the fuck up. All y'all. I'ma beat her ass. I'ma beat her. Any red carpet, any fucking show I see her, any fucking event, I'ma fucking beat her. I'ma go in that mouth. I'm going in that mouth. I told you before I don't have a problem with her. I told you before I don't have a problem with her.
On the 30th, Cardi would also tweet about how it's Nicki's son's birthday and she should be taking him to Chuck E. Cheese instead of dedicating essays to her. She would also take it to the extreme as she would mention that Nicki was molested by her father when she was a kid and she's full of trauma, and again say that she likes to sniff coke. The situation between the two heated up even further, as in the first few days of October, the gloves seemed to have come off, if they weren't already, that is. For example, on October 1st, Cardi let off a series of tweets saying that Nicki was diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, and also sends out a tweet directed at Nicki stating that she wants to see her in person, and then saying that Nicki's father used to touch her when he was high on crack and that her mother allowed it. That's not even all of the tweets, but clearly you can see that things escalated to a level that it probably shouldn't have even gone to. Also, while the back and forth between the two was going on, Just like Cardi sent shots at other female rappers, Nicki also took some time out to continue her tweets aimed at Jay-Z and Roc Nation, continuing her beef she has with them as well. On October 3rd, both Nicki and Cardi put out tweets issuing pseudo apologies to the other's kid. Nicki's tweet goes as follows: "Dear Culture, truth is, I did all of this for a bigger purpose, and one day you'll understand. You're a cute kid, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all of their features. One day you'll see this, so I have to say, I apologize. As a child of God and queen of my community who look to me for integrity, you're an innocent child and don't deserve any of this. One day your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they've said and tried to do to my young prophet, beautiful boy. Take care, my darling. This isn't who I am." In response to this, Cardi B put out the following tweet: "Dear Papa Perk, I'm sorry that your mommy haven't cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days cause she can't take my success or happiness. One day you're going to grow up, and I hope you understand when a girl says no, it means no, and you can overcome the pedophilia blood you inherited from your grandfather, father, and uncle. Please don't hate me when you grow up because your mommy rather give me more attention than she gives you. Hopefully when somebody that really cares about her puts her in rehab and get her the help she needs, she come out and read you a book." So yeah, that was a lot, to say the least. After all those tweets, the back and forth between the two seemed to die down yet again. Who knows when it will pick back up again, however. What do you think about the beef between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B? Do you think it's true what they say about Nicki? That she doesn't want to see other female rappers shine? Do you think that it's being hyped up for publicity? Is it the fault of the fans for engaging in this back and forth? Are there record label antics going on in the background? Leave a comment with your thoughts below to let me know how you feel about it. I hope this is another rap beef that can be settled peacefully, but there's already been multiple comments made about both women being ready to bring it to yet another physical altercation, so who knows. That's all for now though. Remember to subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, and follow on other platforms using the links in the description box below, and of course, stay tuned for more.